welcome back. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about landing my first internship in the fashion industry. So I started interning at several places, all of them in the fashion magazine cluster. So how did I get to my first internship? Before I say the name of those, let's start from the beginning. So I was inspired by fashion. Oh God, I was like a wee baby. I was inspired by fashion, especially in fashion magazines. I remember opening a magazine called Harper Bazaar. It's still out to this day. And I remember seeing like a trend report by Kristen O'Neill. I believe she's now currently at Wall Street Journal. I could be wrong, but I believe she just is a new editor-in-chief over there. But I remember looking at like the pages and being like, yo, I want to do this. I want to do that. Like what? Like I just saw the trends and all the colors and how everything was laid out. I was like, yo, this is so dope. I had no idea. Like I'm from the hood. I'm from Newark. I don't know how to like get into those spaces or whatever. Even how even someone would like even get into a magazine, or who do you call to get into a magazine? This was many, I would say like 10 plus years ago. I have no idea. So I think someone said internship, and then this was around the time of the Hills. And as much as we want to clown the Hills really sparked off a lot of inspiration and a lot of just motivation for people. So I started researching, came upon this website called Ed 2010. And they had a lot of journalism and magazine publishing postings, especially internships. And so I was still in college, and again, I'm from the hood, so I still had to work. I still needed a job. So I only could have interned the prospect. Whatever internship I was going to get had to be within the schedule of what I could allow, which was 2 days out of the week. So I'm on Ed 2020, Ed 2010, not Ed 20, Ed 2010. And I remember seeing like a bunch of internships and their requirements and people's email addresses. And I remember seeing this one magazine, I'm not gonna say the magazine name. They were like 4 days a week, required 4 days a week, school credit available, and you need to have a Metro card, a monthly Metro card. If anyone's in the New York tri-state area, MTA monthly Metro card is like $100 and something. It's not cheap. So in my head, I'm going to talk about that whole barrier of entry probably later on. But I remember being like, yo, I can't do 4 days out the week. Oh my God. But I saw other ones that was like 3 days a week, or 2 to 3 days. And so those are the ones that I sent my resume for. And mind you, I'm in college. I don't have any experience. However, what I did have, which I thought was a little bit of a leverage, I did have my blog at the time. I still have my blog. It's called chicinspector.com. And prior to even doing internships, I already went to Fashion Week. I already wrote articles. So it wasn't like I was just brand new, fresh out of the womb. I already did some things a little bit here and there. So that was a little bit of a leverage I had. So I had interviewed for several places. That was only 2 days out the week. That's all I could have done. I couldn't do 3 days because I was still in school and I was working. I had a job because money doesn't grow on trees. And so I landed my first internship at Harper Bazaar. Ironic, right? The same magazine that inspired me was the same magazine that was my first internship. So I landed there in the accessories closet, and that kind of gave a forte into the other magazines that I worked in. After that, I believed I worked at Self Magazine, which was awesome. And another full circle, I interned at Teen Vogue. I believe that was my last internship. I really don't remember the interview process. I think it was very basic. It was probably like one interview. Usually, I think with all of my internships, I interviewed with like the assistant. It's usually like the assistant who's the main communication with all of the interns. And you know, it's one interview, then they'd be like, okay, you know, let's jump on board, and then you'll start whatever internship. So at Harper's, I was accessories. Self magazine, I was also the fashion closet assistant, a fashion closet intern, and for Teen Vogue, I too was also the fashion closet assisting helping out with the assistant, like she was like the fashion assistant, but also like the credits editor or whatever. So that was like my first foray into fashion internships. I think one of the biggest things, and kind of it's intimidating, I would say, and I'm gonna close it up. What's intimidating about internships, especially back then, is this perception of like how you're supposed to go there and how you're supposed to dress and look. Again, I'm from the hood. I'm from Newark. You know, I just went there with my best foot forward. I don't have anything flashy. Again, I'm not coming from, you know, any wealth or anything like that. So I just came in there expecting to like work hard and really ingest and take as much information as you can. And a lot of times when doing that, you kind of look to your peers in the environment and how everyone else is maneuvering to really gauge on how to proceed forward. And I feel like that's kind of like the lesson I learned just throughout my trajectory in life and throughout any of like the jobs that I had. So thank you for listening to me while I talk about landing my first internship at, what did I say, Harper Bazaar, Teen Vogue, and Self Magazine. All right, I'm going to be doing some other videos regarding internships later on, so please stay tuned. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. All right, see you later. Bye.